Oh, here we are back again for our second video clip, promotional clip.
This was obviously the M-rated, is it? For nudity?
I wondered if that had anything to do with it not getting on Countdown. They never showed this clip, I don't think. Oh, actually they did. They did, so it didn't have any effect. Seeing my
They can get away with anything.
My posterior, the ABC certainly can get away with anything. How else did that show stay on air for so long?
No.
And I don't know if we were allowed to actually have that fire going in that fireplace.
Whereabouts is this filmed?
And that's not real rain, by the way, either. That's just a hose on the window. This was in Caulfield at a heritage listed mansion. It's been obviously it's been there for a long time, since before the turn of the last century.
Slightly after this fire.
No, that nearly happened on the next clip. I'll tell you about that when we get to Kabuki.
Okay.
A rainy day, yeah. It was shot in 2 locations. That's how much money the record company was pumping into the band at that time. And this part of the clip was shot in Caulfield, Victoria, Melbourne, as I mentioned. And this part is at Hyde Park in Sydney, Hyde Park Fountain. Both required getting permission to use the locations. As you can see there, we're actually in the fountain. It was a massive fountain in Hyde Park.
That would obviously be tricky to coordinate, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, I don't know how they did it. Once again, Carl Steinberg made this clip. He made Fool's Way as well. And as you can see, I'm dancing on the walking on the water. He definitely had a Jesus thing going there with the crucifix in the last one, and now walking on water.
Yes.
And but the amount of work the production crew had to go into putting this together was quite amazing. 2 separate locations in 2 different states, and then the getting everything just right at the various locations.
Now that chap on the left looks very familiar, doesn't he?
That's our younger brother Donnie there. Hi Donnie, how you going if you're watching this? He's looking very solemn there. It's not because that was the brief he was given. He's not normally that miserable. He's normally quite a happy chap, but he was told to look very solemn.
Yes.
As you can see, he's much happier there.
Much happier. He obviously wasn't getting wet at that stage.
That's very true.
Why he's happy.
Now here's an interesting tidbit for you. The pants that Ken is wearing, when you see him, they're black leather pants.
Yeah.
Now, those used to belong to John Taylor, the bass player from Duran Duran.
Really?
Yes. He met a lady in Sydney who worked for the company, we won't mention her name, who also had a bit of a thing with John when they were down here the year before we were up in Sydney, recording 7 and the Ragged Tiger, and she scored his leather pants, as you can see there, and through her he scored them. So there's Kenny wearing John Taylor's from Duran Duran's leather pants.
Oh, fantastic!
How about that? And there's the jewellery again. Oh,
incredible!
Looks like there's more than there was last time, doesn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
the second single, I guess you'd have to have more.
Absolutely, it's got to be bigger. And lots of water. Another interesting story is the guitars were just cheap guitars bought for the clip, because we had the fire department. They had to be brought in to rain on us. As you can see, we're all getting wet. So we couldn't just use our good guitars, and the keyboard is actually a mock-up.
Oh, so it's
not even a real keyboard. But the drums were hired from Billy Hyde.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly. And they went back a few days later, so I don't know whatever happened there. Well, I hope so, yeah. But if anyone from Billy Hyde from 1985 is listening to this, sorry about that.
Now, I didn't notice that you didn't actually get wet.
Oh, I did.
Oh, right.
They just obviously took that take from a different thing.